Previously on Bang Let's Get It. We dropped 6 plays. We went 3-3. Listen to this. Coach Keith went yard. He was due. We was riding him decent. But Masataka hit his first home run when we played him for the first time. The plays went 3-3. The total is 14-12. We're hitting at a 53.8% hit rate over the last 4 days. I had day 4 up here on my new one, but let's drop to the motherfucking plays. I got a ton of plays of trending. All right. First off is Jordan Westbrook to go over 1.5 hit runs and RBIs, hitting at 80% over the last 10 games. It's minus 120 to go over on Hard Rock. Charlie Horton's on the mound. No data versus this lineup. It looks like that's weird. Anyway, next is Jose Ramirez. Over 1.5 hit runs and RBIs, also hitting at 80%. Jose Ramirez on the list. He missed these two. I'm pretty positive I had him. But 80% over the last 10 games. We'll run it back if the bat stays hot. Who's on the mound? It looks like Joe Ryan. Jose Ramirez has 26 at-bats and he's batting 192. Is this not juice to go under anywhere? It isn't. Look. Minus 145 over. You can't even play it under here. Sleeper has minus 133 to go over. He does not have good history versus this pitcher. Keep that in mind. Yo, Stephen Kwan for the Guardians. Bat is kind of hot. Over 1.5 hit runs and RBI, 80% over the last 10 games. The Guardians face off against the Twins, and it's Joe Ryan, and he has 19 at-bats, batting 211, no home runs, no RBIs. Joe Ryan might be shutting down these Guardians. I got a ton of trending plays. We might have to skip the Guardians. Hey, Giancarlo Stanton's still hot. Bang, let's get it. 80% over the last 10 games, over 1.5 hit runs and RBI. It's the Yankees versus the Marlins, and jump on the mound. Giancarlo Stanton has 3 at-bats. He's 1 for 3. I'm taking the over 1.5 hit runs and RBI. Hey, Lewis Robert Jr. is hot. I think he went yard a couple of times in the last few games, but over 1.5 hit runs and RBIs, hitting at 90% over the last 10. The White Sox versus the Angels. Is it Tyler Anderson or whatever? Lewis Robert Jr. has 5 at bats, batting 400. Take the over. Lewis Robert Jr.'s 1.5 hit runs and RBI. I got Orlando. How do you say that? Arcia? Under 1.5 hit runs and RBIs, hitting 100% of the time over the last 10 games. He has gotten a hit or something over the last 4 games, but he hasn't gone over. And this is the Rockies versus Pittsburgh. It looked like Haney's on the mound. And do we have any data versus Orlando? He had 3 at-bats. He's 0 for 3. Bang, let's get it. Take the under on Orlando. I got Michael Toglia. Hey, he will hit a home run on your ass when you least expect it. He was 9 straight games going under 1.5 hit runs and RBI. Then he goes yard. I think he went yard. I didn't play it, but now it is at 90% to the under. Looked like he got off. Does the bat stay cold? I'm taking Michael Toglia to go under 1.5 hit runs and RBI. Again, the Rockies versus Haney. He does 2 at-bats. He's over 2. I'm taking the under. Bang, let's get it. James Woods on the list, and I'm not removing him until he misses 2 in a row. He's hitting at an 80% to the under at 1.5 hit runs and RBI. This bat is cold. And then we got the Nationals versus the Brew Crew, and there's Quintana on the mound. James Wood is 8 at-bats, batting 125 versus this starting pitcher. Take the under. 1.5 hit runs and RBI on James Wood. Hey, look at Jose Trevino. Over the last 10 games, under 1.5 hit runs and RBIs, hitting at 80% of the time. The Reds play against the Braves. The Braves and the Reds just scored 11-12. What the fuck? Bryce Elder. Is it Bryce Elder on the mound? And then no data versus Trevino. Trevino's bat is cold. I like the under 1.5 hit runs and RBI. Hard Rock has it at minus 130 to go under. You see the implied probability is slightly juiced to go under. If you get it straight up, take the under. Minus 1.5 hit runs and RBI. Under. I said minus. Hey, Caleb Durbin over the last 10 games, under 1.5 hit runs and RBIs, hitting at 80% of the time. The Brew Crew versus the Nationals is Parker on the mound. Does he have any history versus Caleb? He does. He has 2 at-bats. He's 1 for 2. Again, under 1.5 hit runs and RBI over the last 10 games. Bang, let's get it. Who else? Hey, I'm surprised Suzuki is going under 80% of the time over the last 10 games at 1.5 hit runs and RBI. He will hit a home run on your ass. His implied probability is slightly to go over. As you see, Sleeper at a buck 128, Hard Rock at minus 120. The implied probability is just 51%, but He has gone under 1.5 hit runs and RBI over the last 10 games, 80% of the time. The Cubs versus the Orioles is T. Rogers on the mound. No data versus Suzuki. Do what you will with that. I'm afraid of that one. I'm not sure I'm gonna play it. Hey, there's a ton of trending plays. I don't even know how many that was, 10 or 11. Let me hop over to Daily Grind Fantasy, see what they do. I'm gonna price picks with it. I'm gonna hit 2 data points and hit refresh. Bang, let's get it. Nothing really sharp. I mean, nothing extremely valuable. There are some esport plays up here, but nothing extremely valuable. Let's look at Dabble. Still nothing extremely valuable. As again, Dabble has the dynamic payouts. A lot of those plays will be adjusted to not show any value. And just look at Underdog real quick, just for those who still grinding on it. Nothing of any value on the sharp play front, but there's a ton. There was 11 trending plays, over 80% hit rate over the last 10 games. Bang, let's get it. We keep going 3-3. That's back-to-back days going 3-3. I didn't get down yesterday with those little 3 games. I wish I would have, but I didn't. Bang, let's get it. Tomorrow's Friday. Let's see what they do. I'm ReallyRico. You already know. Let's get this dough, bruh. Peace. I'm out.